Hello, it's Wednesday, 12:45, and I'm not doing anything today. Besides just catching up on Windows stuff. Um, Windows seems they're adding things into an old operating system. Windows 10. They are Microsoft is improving, as Brightech says, the Windows 11 start menu. They're adding groups. You can group the titles or whatever. You can group your icons in your start menu. I don't know why they'd want to be throwing new things into an old operating system like Windows 10, but I guess they are. Um, so that's Windows 11 in their start menu. You can group things now. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know people were wanting to do that. And this is just probably also another thing that Windows 10 is just throwing at us, whether people want it or not. And that's the other thing is the second subject I wanted to talk about besides the start menu. The start menu has made changes throughout, the months. A little bit here, a little bit there, not too noticeable, but I get, unless you really start looking for the changes, you're really not gonna notice it. So, at least that's my opinion. I know there's some things that do change and other things that don't, but the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is all these changes that are going on. You, the Copilot, the ChatGPT. I know some people like it. I'm trying to get used to it. I haven't used it too much yet. Really, I don't know how. I don't know how to ask because I've tried it before and it doesn't understand what I'm trying to get across because I don't know how to ask the questions correctly. So it comes in with invalid search results or something because I don't know how to ask questions in the way that ChatGPT or Copilot would understand. It's just something I don't do very well. I've never had to use it before, so really, why would I want to start using Copilot? I know some people do. I've seen it in people's videos. They're using AI to kind of help them do things, and I'll get there too at some point, but not right now. My interest level of AI and Copilot isn't up there yet. It's getting there. I'll sit here one of these days and okay, now what do I do? How do I use this Copilot correctly or ChatGPT, which I think it's ChatGPT 4.0 or 4.1 you've got to pay for? I don't know. I don't know why Microsoft is doing what they're doing for an old operating system. They're trying to throw new technology stuff into something they're going to be discontinuing in October anyhow. So, Microsoft, my question to you is, why are you doing what you're doing? And really, why? I don't know. I guess to some point it makes sense, but then really you've only got 9 or 10 months of Windows 10 anyhow. Why are you trying to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, into Windows 10? Shouldn't you be thinking about Windows 11? Yeah, I know Windows 10 is here now, but just keep Windows 10 the way it is. Don't be adding all this new junk into it that we really don't need. Go on to Windows 11 and put this grouping stuff and all this new stuff you're doing to the taskbar for Windows 10 and move it all over to Windows 11, and a lot of you have taken over there. I just don't use any here. I just don't use any of Microsoft's new features. I don't see the sense for them. I don't see a reason for why we have to use them, so I don't. And one thing you people might be surprised in, you might not be. Some people know how I am into shortcuts. And I do use shortcuts a lot. But on the taskbar, everybody has their File Explorer. You won't find a File Explorer on mine. So how do I open mine? Just like that. You guys didn't see that because I had that closed. Or down further than what I should have. I come over to my keyboard and I do this all the time. All the time. Because I have to. I don't have any File Explorer down here, right? So then how do I get to File Explorer? The Windows key plus the E key. Windows E. There's your File Explorer. Yeah, I know you people are looking at me saying, why would you do that? That's wasteful, that's stupid. Like, not to me, it isn't. Not to me. I do that all the time. It's the first thing I do. Windows E, it's really quick. Just click, done. And yeah, I could go with the mouse and then go over here and look for the little X, or look over here and like, oh, where am I? And I just come over Windows E, boom, done. That's just me, guys. That's just me. Like, I don't clean my windows in the normal way people do. They go to disk cleanup and do it that way. I've got other ways of doing it. But the other thing I got to do, and the last thing I'm going to talk to you about before I go here, because I'm trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter than usual. 24H2, if you don't have it already for Windows 11, and this is why I'm doing mine tomorrow. I'm going to do it all on camera so you guys can see how big of a failure this is, which I don't think it will be. But see that icon right there? That is because I don't have that newer feature of 24H2 installed yet. So, tomorrow on video, I'm going to install 24H2. If you don't have it, Windows is going to force it upon you. This is the other thing that Windows has really gotten good or bad at, depending on which way you look at it, is they're starting to give us things we didn't ask for. I know, they've been doing this for a while. I thought I'd just mention it again, that Microsoft is doing things, in my opinion, against my wishes. I didn't ask for all that new stuff they're throwing into it. And why start throwing it into Windows 10? I don't understand. And I guess I'm not going to, but whatever. Leave Windows 10 alone and start paying attention to Windows 11, Microsoft. But I know you gotta give equal attention to both of them. So if you're gonna give Windows 11 something, you gotta give it to Windows 10 too. But I don't see the sense in doing that. It's kind of senseless if you ask me, but it's all a marketing. It's all a marketing thing. It's all for the new advertisements for Windows 11. And they're going to have both of them out. They're going to have Windows 10 and Windows 11, but they're saying, well, why have Windows 10 when you can have Windows 11? Look at all the great, beautiful things we've added to it. Yeah, great, wonderful, beautiful thing. Yeah. It's not all that wonderful, if you ask me. I do use Windows 11, but I ignore everything. I ignore all the new features. I ignore all the new gadgets they're trying to shove down our throats and give us things that we didn't ask for. Microsoft, knock it off. Can't we keep the Windows operating simple, easy, clean, easy to live with, instead of giving us 10,000 things of this and only one thing of that? It really doesn't make any sense. But whatever. I understand the reasons you're doing it, why you're doing it, but to me, I think it's kind of senseless. Just keep Windows easy, clean. You won't have any problems, but all these new feature updates that you're doing, and this is why I waited for 24H2 for so long, and I don't have it yet. But like I said, tomorrow that's going to change. I didn't want 24H2 because of all the so-called problems that people are saying it has out there. Now, almost 3 weeks later, I don't have it, but yeah, tomorrow. On camera, we're going to take 24H2 and just see how horribly bad or how horribly bad or how really good it's going to go. I'm hoping for the latter. I hope it goes fine and good, no problems, but this is 24H2 we're talking about. I've been keeping up with it a little bit. They have fixed most of the problems with 24H. They haven't fixed the two that I wanted them to fix. But hopefully, I can't remember what that thing they said they were going to. I have to look back at their page for their new updates for 24H2. But there was one thing I was waiting to disappear on the 24H2 update list for Microsoft Windows updates. I can't remember what that page is at the moment. I have to think about it, go back to it, and see if it's still there. But there's one thing it was pointing out to me. And they said, everybody that I was talking to was saying, why don't you wait a couple of weeks, let them get finished with that first? Maybe they're done with that now, and maybe I can safely move on to 24H2 with no issues. The printing scanning problem appears to be back. I've heard that in the last couple of weeks, that the printing scanning problem with Windows 10 was back, and I do believe is now fixed. There are a few issues with the start menu. They're having a couple problems, either things sticking or not closing or whatever. That problem has been rectified. The list goes on and on and on of the problems they have and the problems they're fixing. The list isn't too long, but yet they're problems that I'm just surprised they're having. I'm surprised in 2025 Microsoft is still looking at that one issue and it's still there. And I thought they would have gotten rid of that by now. But nope. They're still dealing with it. It said it right on their Microsoft page. Issue. Concurrent, which means they're, last I looked, it said they were, or not concurrent, it's ongoing, whenever they're using the word that says they're looking into it, possibly a fix coming later on. I don't know, maybe one of you people out there can point me out to that page of Microsoft updates and the issues they're having with 24H2. And I'll take a look at it. Maybe those problems are gone. I just know when I looked at it a month ago, I looked at it and said, there's no way you're going to convince me to take 24H2 right now. It's just not going to happen. And I looked at their two issues on there and I said, issue 1, issue 2, they're still working on them. They're still, back then was still an issue that they were working on. Now maybe I can go back and look and maybe they fixed it. Maybe those issues have whatever it was I was looking at that made me shy away from 24H2 till tomorrow, because I'm going to take that little icon down there. I'm going to click on it. It's an optional update is what it is for 24H2. We'll see how it goes, how well it goes, or how bad it goes. I don't know. I also have to get Windows 11 on the computer in the other room. I haven't done that one yet. Perhaps I should, don't you think? I don't know. Maybe I might do that later this spring. Keep this one on Windows 11 and then just do that one in there in a couple of months. Not ready to get rid of Windows 10 just yet, but it's coming. It'll happen before October. July, August. I don't know. It might be sooner than that. It could be May or June. I'm kind of thinking May or June or sometime maybe even earlier. March, April? I don't know. I have no idea. I just know that one and the other one will have Windows 11 on it. This one has Windows 11. That one, well, I'm just being lazy about it. I'm not... Now that I'm using Windows 11, I'm really not seeing a reason to put Windows 11 on that one when... I don't know. I know I'm just wasting time on Windows, getting onto Windows 11. I'm just... I like Windows 10, to be honest with you. I always have. I always will. It's... I don't know. People are telling me to get over my stubbornness, and they're right. I should, but hey, at least I got one computer on Windows 11. Well, I've got two. My laptop, and I've got this one. It's on Windows 11. So for me, that's good enough to get started. And yes, people have been throwing me questions about Windows 11 for over a month now, and I'm painfully sitting here trying to figure them out. I've got a work list of questions and things they're wanting me to do and see, will that work on Windows 11? I have this old program from 10 years ago. Will that work with Windows 11? Like, nah, I doubt it. Get the updated version of that program if there is one. Otherwise, yeah, it may or may not work. I don't know. With that, guys, I'm kind of running out of words. I'm kind of just rambling at this point. But I think you've heard what I needed to say. And it's just... I don't understand what Windows is doing. They're taking Windows 10 and throwing new things into an old operating system. Although some people wouldn't call it old. I don't know what you'd call it. It's been here for a while. You know, the grouping things in the start menu in Windows 11. It's something I didn't want, but yet it's a feature they're giving us. And they're saying, oh, just in case you want to use this, here's grouping in the start menu. I tried grouping on my phone. It went horribly wrong. I mean, very wrong. So, I don't think I'll try it on my computer. I'm just going to leave that one alone. Me and grouping, for some reason, just doesn't work. I mean, you take all your File Explorer stuff, and you put that all into one group. Your File Explorer and whatever else, you'd have all in one group. Then you have your internet stuff all in another group. And then you have your production stuff that you use all in that one group. And why not just put them all on the taskbar? Do it that way instead of having another click, open the start menu, then go up to that, click on that, just to click onto something else that you actually want to get to. Hence the reason why I use shortcuts. It's just quick, easy, done. Just boom, done. It's just that quick. Instead of having to reach over, grab the mouse, grab it, and just grab your keyboard, click, just like that, done. I'll shove that away because I really don't want to use that one. But the point is, use keyboard shortcuts. They're a lot quicker. It'll make your life easier. So that's the title of the show that I just thought of for the Rex Tech Pub, which I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, but whatever. I'm just trying to incorporate that name as I go, but I forgot about it today. But yeah, we'll have to wait for tomorrow's video and watch me do 24H2, and fingers crossed nothing goes wrong, because I'll be very upset if this goes south. And with that, guys, I'm going to let you go. You all have a great day, and see you on tomorrow when I do 24H2. All right, until then, bye for now.